You're watching Xhale Yoga. My name is Daniel. We are out here in the Nowosphere, deep in the heart of the yoga capital of the universe, Austin, Texas. Let's practice some Logos Vinyasa. Let the day begin with discipline. Find an easy seat, ground the base, elongate the spine, elevate the crown to its fullest expression. Leave the palms open to receive. Close the eyelids, turn inward, and begin to focus on breath. Reducing reaction, experiencing each inhale, and with each exhale, releasing distraction. Reducing reaction to only inhales, only exhales. 5 more on your own. Two. And then at the bottom of this exhale, you can flicker the eyes open. And for the rest of this exercise, we'll be connecting breath to movement in a flowing and at times rigorous meditation. Palms reach out, shoulders back. Inhale to carry the palms over the crown, big stretch. Exhale, thumbs to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Repeat, palms reach out and sweep this inhale over the crown. Exhale, thumbs down. One more just like this, palms reach out. And like the wings of an eagle, we soar even greater. Exhale to heart. Let's stretch the side body. Float the left palm, then let's lean to the left here. Removing any bend from this right elbow, maximizing the stretch from the fingertip all the way throughout the side body. Then contract the core and rotate the heart towards space. Draw the right shoulder back, plug it in. All things deliberate throughout this exercise. After 2 more breath cycles, we'll flow together to the opposite side, but I'll count it off so we can flock together here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Two. At the bottom of this exhale, you can press both palms into the air, reach up, shake it out, squeeze the navel, inhale. Exhale, shift forward to a tabletop position with palms shoulder width distance apart, knees hip width distance apart. Untuck the toes, rotate the biceps slightly forward, begin to activate the breath, engage the core, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale to press curl, round the spine, cat. Inhale to lower the heart, float the tail, Bidalasana. Exhale, round the spine, create space, Majarayasana. Take several more rounds of cat and cow to the pace rhythm of the inhale, followed by the exhale. Then after 3 cats and 3 cows, return to all 4 pillars. We're gonna reach the right palm forward, left heel back, press through the heel, lengthen and strengthen, breathe in. And listen carefully on the exhale, we're crossing under, right elbow connects to the left knee, curl. Inhale to reach forward, create length. Exhale, elbow to the knee. One more just like this, reach forward and lengthen, hold, freeze, bend the left knee, point the toes and take the right fingertips, big, wide, circling stretch for the lateral edge of the left foot as you tilt the heart 45 degrees up to the right. Press the forefoot into the palm for maximum engagement. 2 more breaths. And then at the bottom of this exhale, carefully release the bind, reach forward and extend, and exhale to soften back down to table. Take a cat, take a cow, reset the table. And then from our neutral space, reach the left palm forward, right heel back, long and strong. Exhale, crossing under now. Left elbow to the right knee. Inhale to extend forward. Exhale, round the spine. One more just like this, extending forward, lengthen. Freeze, bend the right knee, point the toes, and the left palm is going to make a big wide circle stretch for the lateral edge of the right foot. Tilt the gaze open to the left. Draw awareness to the right palm. It is your primary pillar of support. Two more. And at the tail of this exhale, carefully release the bind, extending forward and lengthening back. Exhale, back down to a tabletop. Tuck the toes, breathe in, extend the hips upward. Breathe out, downward facing dog. First one of this practice. Organic movements here, pedal it out. Stepping into each heel, bending into opposite knee, finding what feels natural. Option, shake out the head or wag the tail, sway the hips from side to side. Stay connected and flow with the movement. Then on this next inhale, shift the gaze forward and rise onto the tops of toes. Then with straight legs, navel in, small steps, walk forward to the top of the mat, then fold. Uttanasana, ragdoll variation. Reach for opposite elbows, surrender the weight of the crown. Option to maintain a soft bend or a deep bend in the knees. Allow the torso to sway to the right and left to the breeze and rhythm of the ins and outs. Stay here, or option across the forearms at the base of the nape, reaching for opposite shoulders if this serves you, for two more breaths. And then at the bottom of this breath cycle, carefully release the bind, lower the fingertips to the mat, folding forward, hollow out the belly as you inhale and unravel the spine one vertebra at a time to equal standing Samatahiti mountain. Spine roots here connected at the soles distribute evenly as you stand up straight with the shoulders back, narrowing the distance between the navel and the spine. And on this next inhale, reverse swan dive, palms soar above. Exhale to part the wings and hinge forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to lift up halfway flat spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms and step the right toes to the back of the mat, runner's lunge. Let's build this foundation. The asana begins at the sole, left knee, left heel, vertical line. Fully engage the right leg as you plant the right palm, contract, twist, and peel open to the left, revolved 8, crescent moon A. And then with this next inhale, the left palm's gonna dial to the back of the mat, half circle. Exhale to circle the palm forward into runner's lunge. Plant the right palm as you step the left heel back and stack it side plank to the left. If the wrists are tender or arm balances aren't available to you, you may stagger to the feet for balance or even come down to the length of shin or even forearm. As long as the core is active and the hips are elevated, your side plank is good. One more slow side body breath into the base. And exhale to soften down the left palm to a plank position, top of a push-up. Firm line here, hips, heels, crown, look forward. Press firm into the palms to get the most rising action from the arms. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, slow motion. How slow can you ground the heart? Untucking the toes, leaving the elbows against the ribs as you sweep the heart from the floor, baby cobra. Exhale to ground soften. Two more, lift up Breathe, baby cobra. This time, removing pressure from the fingertips. Use the strength of the lower back to stay elevated. Breathe and lift up. Exhale to ground. One more, just like this, rising onto the fingertips, walk them to the corners of the mat. And on this next inhale, either halfway lift baby cobra, or if you have full cobra available to you, this practice, extend the arms completely. Keep the neck elongated for a full cycle of breath. Exhale to ground. Retread the fingertips beneath the shoulder blades, elbows back to the ribs. Tuck the toes, engage. Then on this inhale, press up, firm line of energy, Kumbhakasana plank. Exhale, downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step or jump to the top of the mat, then fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to salute the sun. Palms reach out, and let's raise the vibration. Palms extend, lengthen. Exhale, lower the thumbs to the third eye, and bow forward in service of your practice. And inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, plant the palms. Now step the left toes to the back of the mat and find the foundation. Rooting down through the left toes, maintain a solid vertical base. It is from this base we shall construct a myriad of cosmic expressions. Planting the left palm, contract, twist, and reach open to the right. Parivrita Ashta Chandrasana A. And on this next inhale, the right palm is going to dial to the back of the mat, half circle. Exhale to dial this palm like a Ferris wheel forward, Anjaneyasana. Plant their left palm, step the right heel back and stack it side plank to the right. One more slow side body breath. And exhale to lower the right palm back down to a plank position. Challenge here to draw in, drag in, sip in the longest, slowest, deepest breath of this day. And on the exhale, slow motion, either baby cobra or freeze at low plank chaturanga. Untucking the toes and pressing upward facing dog, legs active, knees hover. Exhale, downward facing dog. So this set of actions is the vinyasa for this exercise. I offer a bunch. Challenge yourself, accept them all, or skip them as necessary. All right. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step, arrive to the top of the mat. Then fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to salute the sun. Palms reach out this time. Interlacing the thumbs, create resistance, locate the center. Draw the biceps back by the ears. Melt the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in slow, deep, full. Exhale to flurry forward. Fold. Lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back to low plank chaturanga dandasana. Then move through this vinyasa. One inhale, upward facing dog. For one exhale, downward facing dog. Who let the dogs out? Let's shorten our stance here by walking the palms toward the toes, far enough to make heel to earth contact, like an inverted V. For the next 3 breaths, explore the space beneath the skin and connect to the body-mind. The body is the unconscious mind. Look, listen, feel. What does it say? And then from here, continue to walk the palms all the way to the back of the mat, folding forward as you squeeze the navel in, bend the knees deep, sink the hips low, hover the palms. Then inhale, extends the palms over the crown, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale to sink, then squeeze, then breathe in. We are compressing organs. We are activating metabolism, stimulating digestion. Then on this next exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Can you squeeze more firmly? Then breathe in. Exhale to dive forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lower the palms and walk them forward back to your regular downward facing dog. Sun salutation, B, tilt the hips back. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, three-legged down dog. First 3 breaths, press through the heel, rotate the forefoot toward the mat. Where can you lengthen, strengthen, sharpen? Next 2 breaths, bend the right knee, rotate the hip right over left while maintaining equal pressure into the palms. Breathe in, extend the right heel, point the toes, engage. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward, freeze. Inhale to swing the right heel back to space. Exhale, knee to nose, curl, shift forward, and step forward, Anjaneyasana. Prepare the foundation, engage the center, and then give rise, crescent warrior. With each inhale, expanding as prana flows, each exhale, revising, settling the foundation, achieving buoyancy into this left leg, connected to the deep strength, the deepest strength, the ability to lift yourself. Then on this next inhale, reach even greater, squeeze more firmly. And on the exhale, W the arms, tilt the head back, extend the heart up. And at the bottom of this breath, reach up and grow. Exhale, W the arms and lean back. One more just like this, reaching even greater. And listen carefully on the exhale, we're gonna spin the left heel down and open up into warrior 2. Hips open, right knee in a straight line over the forward facing toes. If for any reason the knee is tilted inward or off kilter, proper form is to take this right sit bone, press it inward as it pushes the left one away, then lunge forward, creating this invisible line of energy from the heel to the arch. Rotate the front palm and reach up, peaceful warrior. And on the exhale, we're gonna cartwheel the palms down frame by frame. Left palm articulates with the left toes, dropping into runner's lunge as you step the right heel back, three-legged. As you descend halfway, chaturanga, then the toes follow and float you through this three-legged vinyasa. One breath per one action. Downward facing dog. DFD, side B. Yeah, you know me. Next inhale, extends the left heel high. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Second verse, same as the first. First 3 breaths, find your fullest expression. Next 2 breaths, bend the left knee, rotate the hip left over right. Inhale, extends the left heel, point the toes, engage. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward, frozen. Inhale to swing the left heel back to space. Exhale, knee to nose, curl, shift forward, and carefully step on through runner's lunge. Prepare, engage, and ascend. Astra Chandrasana. Stay fierce. Stay focused. Now this next inhale, reach even greater. Squeeze everything toward the midline. On the exhale, spread the wings. Hinge forward as you flip the palms at the base of the spine. Interlace the fingers, press the palms, then extend below the tailbone as you lift the heart up, tilt the head back. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra, extending the index finger, wrapping the thumbs. Imagine there's a string pulling you up by the heart into the cosmos for 2 more breaths. At the bottom of this breath cycle, carefully release the bind, circle the palms back overhead, and exhale, swinging open into warrior 2. Turn the left palm and reach up, Praparita Virabhadrasana. And exhale, articulate as you rainbow the palms down and take this vinyasa flow with the movement. Back to downward facing dog. All right, friends, we're going to repeat this sequence again. This on B, this time 1 breath. This time 1 action. This time 1 breath per 1 action. Here we flow. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step or pounce to the top of the mat, then fold as you squeeze the navel in, bend the knees deep. Sink the hips, hover the palms. Then breathe in, lift up chair. Exhale to sink, then squeeze, then breathe in. Exhale to tumble forward, fold. Lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, vinyasa. Plant the palms, step or jump back. And flow. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, 3-legged. Exhale to step it forward, runner's lunge. Inhale to lift up, crescent warrior. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up. Exhale, windmill the palms down, vinyasa. 1 breath. 1 action. Side B extends the left heel high, 3-legged. Exhale to step it forward, runner's lunge, solid. Inhale, Astra Chandrasana. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, Praparita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, vinyasa. Flow with the movement. Downward facing dog. All right, friends, let's take a short break here. Child's pose, Balasana. Seal the base of the thighs to the heels. Extend the palms forward to give the third eye a down. Or reach the palms behind you, left open to receive. Or remain seated to heels like a thunderbolt. New friends, old friends, I speak each level in this space. Option to follow each cue carefully. Option to listen to what speaks to you. Option to tune this out and go with the flow. This practice belongs to you. If at any point throughout this exercise you find yourself chasing the breath, losing the connection, except for me, of course, I gotta put up with this whole thing. Proper form is to seek rest until you're ready to dive back in. Get it? Got it. Shift forward, please. DFD. From down dog, shift forward to a plank position, solid, firm breath. Inhale. Exhale, slow motion, ground the heart for Sphinx. Walk the palms forward, spread the fingers apart. Forearms stay parallel, elbows an inch in front of the shoulders. Forefoot active, knees hover. So we saluted the sun, we established the foundation, but thou shalt not pass the core, for the core is the source of your physical power. So tuck the toes, engage, and extend the hips up in a firm line, forearm plank for 60 counts beginning now. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Disengage. Sigh it out. Lower the chin to the mat. Center the heart. Then we're going to take the palms to the base of the spine. Interlace the fingers and extend the fists over the tailbone, lifting the forefoot into this locust expression. Dare to breathe. One more inhale, lift you even greater. Exhale to carefully disengage. Retread the palms beneath the shoulder blades, elbows. Come back to the ribs, press the hips up to the heels. Back to this thunderbolt position, Vajrasana. So this is a good alternative resting posture to child's pose. Just come seated to heels, cup the palms, sit up straight, shoulders back, core active always ever. In here, out there, but especially out there and in here. All right, from here, shift the hips over to either side, extend the legs forward. Staff pose. Sit up straight, shoulders back. Distribute evenly along the base. Remember, friends, all things deliberate. Then reach the palms forward. Keep the arms plugged in. And then from here, hover the shins parallel to the floor and to the ceiling, but point the toes, draw the shoulders back, keep the neck long, look straight up. Navasana boat. Exhale, lower to a hover without pinning the shoulders, without tapping the heels. Express the lungs and lift up high boat. Exhale, low boat, 2. Wait for it. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat, 3. Out of 5, there are 2 more. Here we flow. Coming up, number 4. Exhale, lower to a simmer. Now, friends, on this last one, how many fibers can you activate? How slowly can you articulate this high boat expression? Breathe up. Exhale, lower to a hover for 10, 9, point the toes, 8, scissor kicks, 7, 6, or find angels in the carpet, free falling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Disengage. Left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. Bend the knees and walk the heels inward. And just sway the knees to and from. Reconnect. Next challenge. We're going to traction the palms to the base of the thighs. And then begin to start rocking, then rolling your frame up and down the length of the mat until one of three. Sukhasana is going to work just fine, or maybe gain enough momentum to roll the equal standing mountain pose, or perhaps you want to get enough to cross the legs and roll through the chaturanga, taking a vinyasa. All levels means choose your own adventure. And then from here, step to the center of the mat. Let's practice some balance. So as we transition from segment to segment, we reestablish the base. So you want to find a strong, sturdy mountain, all things deliberate. And then from here, let's go ahead tonight and let's take the feet mat width distance apart. I know we said we're going into balance, but we're going to do a hip opener to set up for it. All right, so heels in, toes out, navel in, and I'll circle the palms overhead. And exhale, we drop down into yogi squat. So elbows to the knees if this is new school for you, but if you've been here before, drop the base, pressing the palms firm, anchoring each elbow to the inside of its respective knee. It's a standing posture, so the hips are low, but the spine is elevated to its fullest expression, crown elevated. And then from here, we can hover the palms in front, just to draw awareness to where the center is sending you. And then from here, lower the palms, and then inhale to lift the hips back up. As we heel toe, the big toes together to touch. And then we're gonna come back down, seated to the heels. So let the knees come out about 90 degrees from the midline, shins parallel. So we can just practice this little toe stand here, or if you're ready for an arm balance and you want to practice Bakasana, which is crow, you take your talons here because we're doing bird stuff, and then you extend them and plant them not more than shoulder width distance apart in front of you. Then squeeze the center, squeeze the core in, keep the knees behind you, behind the arms as you lean forward. Stay here, this is fine, this is perfect. Or maybe lift one set of toes, or maybe lift the opposite for crow. It's only practice. Three more breaths. All right, friends. When you're ready, you can jump back to chaturanga, take a vinyasa, and meet in down dog. I was going to say something. I forget what it was. Oh, yeah. So for the less initiated, it's not do as I do. Think of this class as like a big old block of ice, and we're just shaving away one piece each session. So back to downward facing dog. Oh, no, back to stepping to the center of the mat. I promised you guys some balance. All right, so again, the base is mountain, and reverse swan dive, palms stretch up, and exhale, thumbs to heart center, Anjula Mudra. Let's plant some trees. First by rising onto the left toes, knee comes forward, and then open the knee over to the left, then one of three to plant a tree, heel to the low calf, or drag the heel to the thigh crease, or option to take the half lotus bind over the right thigh. Press the palms, creating a straight line of energy here from the crown to the sole. Find a drishti, a point of focus so you can tune out and tune in. Only inhales, only exhales. And then from here we can grow our tree branches high above and extend the left knee forward, keep the heel flexed. And then we're going to draft the knee and thigh parallel as you reach for the interior edge of the left foot for Natara Janasana, which is dancer. Sildhya Mudra on the right hand. Stay here, or you can begin to activate by pressing the forefoot into the palm, reaching forward as you're extending up. Stay present. Remember, friends, failure is always an option because failure is always informative. 2 more breaths. Exhale to carefully step down. Shake it out. All right, side B, reverse swan dive. Thumbs to heart. Now let's rise onto the right knee, toes forward, and then open up to the right. And then 1 of 3, rinse, repeat, and plant the tree. Vrikshasana. If you're keeping score with the Sanskrit at home, I'll quiz you later. One side may be unlike the other. Or maybe you're totally killing it right now. From here, grow the tree branches. Then extend the right knee forward, keep it flexed. And draw the knee and thigh together, dancer's pose. Side B. Two more breaths. Exhale to carefully step down. Great work, guys. All right, let's all step to the top of the mat. And let's salute this sun. Reverse swan dive one more time while it is still called today. And it's a good day to have a good day. Exhale to flurry forward. Uttanasana. Lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back to down dog or take a vinyasa. The guru is you. All right, friends, main course, daily bread. Here we flow. Next inhale extends the right heel high, 3-legged. Exhale to step on through Anjaneyasana. Dial the left heel down, lining up the right heel to the arch of the left foot as if you're going to balance on a tightrope. Crawl the left fingertips forward. How gracefully can you expand and fan? Open, warrior 2. 5 breaths, 5 points of light. Number 1 is a deep lunge in the right knee, toes forward. For number 2, a fully engaged left leg, lateral edge, either parallel or a slight inner rotation of the left hip. For number 3, shoulders and hips are squared forward. For 4, a straight line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. Then number 5, crown elevated to its fullest expression, drishti flowing just past the right middle finger. Turn the palm, reach up. Peaceful warrior, but stay, hold, freeze, breathe, deep, lunge, inhale. Exhale to spin the palms to a 12 and 6 position, extended side angle. Option to rest the elbow to the top of the knee, top of the thigh above the knee. Option to hover the forearm to the inside of the right ankle, extending the south paw to a 12 o'clock position. Noon or midnight matters less, unless you have an alternative expression, perhaps the 45-degree straight line of energy or maybe you have a bind behind the spine, or even bird of paradise. Extended side angle is the peak posture for this exercise, which means we are here for approximately 2 extra breaths. Birds and binds, you're in a time zone of your own. Side angles. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath within. Always stay for the breath without. Because at the bottom of this breath, rotate back up through warrior 2. Spiritus exhale, sigh it out. Then lengthen through the right leg, shift the hips back. Arms stay parallel, setting up for Trikonasana. Triangle. Surf the upper half forward and dial the palms back into a vertical line. Take up space. Imagine you're carrying a large canvas through a narrow corridor. Stay connected, which means be the observer and not the actor. And you'll notice that triangle, side angle, warrior 2, and reverse warrior all share an identical vertical base. 1 more breath cycle. And at the tail of this exhale, lift the palms back up to a horizontal line. Spin the heels over here to the left for our 5 points of light Utthita Tadasana, a 5-pointed star with both feet forward, lateral edges parallel. First 3 breaths, sparkle, shimmer, shine. Take up space. When you do, your frequency increases, your esteem levitates. Then, seal the Gyan Mudra, index finger and thumbs. Spread the wings wide, press the heart forward, squeeze the center mid, breathe deep. And on the exhale, a wide-legged forward bend. Prasarita Baddhanasana, turning the palms, interlacing the fingers, and then extending the fist north toward the crown. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra. Over time, perhaps experimenting heel toeing wide enough to make contact from the crown to the ground. Stay connected and perhaps even discover a speck of rest at the bottom of this position. For 2 more breaths. One. And at the bottom of this exhale, carefully release the bind, lowering both palms to the ground, connecting the thumbs in a straight line. Stay low, hover the palms an inch, then spread the wings a mile. And on this inhale, we flare open to our 5 points of light. Woo, says the nature boy. Breathe in. And then we're gonna rotate the right heel to the front of the mat, and without seam, step into warrior 2. Turn the palm, reverse warrior. Exhale, circle the palms down, vinyasa. Step back and flow. Downward facing dog. Side B extends the left heel high, 3-legged. Exhale to step on through to the other side, Anjaneyasana. Turn the right heel down, lining up the left heel to the arch of the right foot, like I'm gonna balance on a paddleboard. Crawl the right fingertips forward and spiral open into warrior 2. 5 breaths, 5 opportunities. 5 inhalations expand you. 5 exhalations revise you. Where can you deepen, straighten, sharpen? Turn the palm, reach up, Praparita Virabhadrasana, but stay for the exhale. Maintain the deep lunge, 90 into the left knee, breathe up, look north. And on the exhale, rotating the palms back to a 12 and 6 position. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Birds and vines, do the things. The ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. 2 more breaths. And at the tail of this exhale, rotate the palms back up to warrior 2. Sigh it out. Shift the hips back. Lengthen through the left leg. Setting back up for triangle. Close on your breath forward and dial the palms back into a vertical line. One more breath. And then at the bottom of this breath cycle, lift the palms back up to a T. Spin the heels over here to the right, back to our 5 points of light. Now remember, friends, that right and left may vary in certain segments from me to you, as I am one part mirroring and also trying to face the camera. So this time, heels in, toes out, breathe deep. And on the exhale, we're going to drift the palms down to the thighs. Sink low, look forward, breathe deep. Exhale to lower the left shoulder, gaze over right. Stay. On the exhale, use the palm to press it, twist it, turn it, torque it, then bend it. And then at the bottom of this breath cycle, return back to center. Full deep body breath. Exhale, lower the right shoulder, gaze over left. Stay. Breathe. Deepen. One more breath. And at the end of this breath, return back to center. Seal the Gyan Mudra, these things right here. Then we're gonna lift off. Breathe up, rise into the tops of toes like an exploding star. Exhale, we're drifting down into goddess pose. Sink low, align the spine with the crown, be the burn. Option to like it, option to dislike it, but learn to love it, because this right here, woo, is the best thing you have going for you. Where are we? That's right, the Nowosphere. Option to rise onto the left toes, no pressure, no hurry. Option to rise onto the right toes, no problem, no worry. Option to fan the flames of this phoenix over the crown. Breathe deep. Exhale, feathers down, heels high, hips low. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And then from here, carefully lower the heels back to the earth. Return all 10 toes forward. Hover the palms an inch and spread them out. And then we flare back open to our 5 points of light. And the good yogi said, woo! Breathe in and rotate the left heel to the front of the mat. Breathe out, step into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, last vinyasa of class. Let it be known. Downward facing dog. All right, friends, it's already time to cool down here. So tilt the hips back, then extend the right heel high, 3-legged. Setting up for half pigeon. Exhale, Draw the knee forward, rest it behind the right wrist. Drape the torso over the thigh. As you extend the left leg behind you, toes untucked. Let the palms and elbows come inbound. Find the center. Press up, vertical pigeon. Glance over the left shoulder to make sure that the toes are straight. And then exhale, resting pigeon. Walk the palms forward to the forearms or extend the palms, completely giving the third eye a down. Three more breaths. And then when you're ready, you can begin to reanimate this pigeon, one feather, one quill at a time, replacing the palms beneath the shoulder blades. Engage, tuck the left toes, breathe in, then extend the right heel back to space, three-legged ekapada. Bend the knee, rotate the hips, stacking right over left, organic movements here, clockwise, counterclockwise, or otherwise. If you have wild thing in your practice, want to flip your dog, carefully hover the right palm, then turn the torso over to the left while extending the hips upward with the right palm reaching forward, facing up. The left palm is your primary pillar of support. Know thyself. And then, and only when you are ready to rotate back around, how many fibers can you activate? How much articulation can you express pressing through this heel through an extended side plank as you rotate into a three-legged down dog on an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, or get that bonus logos in your life. Downward facing dog. Side B extends the left heel. Half pigeon, draw the knee forward and rest it behind the left wrist. Drape the torso, extend the right leg. Palms and elbows in. Press up, vertical pigeon. Glance right, then go to sleep. Three more breaths. And then, just as mindfully as you operated on its opposite, begin to reanimate one strand by one by one. Replace the palms. Tuck the right toes, engage. Then press up and extend the left heel back to space, three legs. Bend the knee and stack the hips. Restorative action. Stay here, or Kamat Karasana. Hover the left palm, then turn over. The right palm is where it is at. Now imagine you're at the bottom of the sea. How slow can you flow? How many ripples can you create? How much transformation can you ignite combining a single breath with one rotation? Inhaling three-legged down dog, exhaling downward facing dog, or bonus logos. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Shift the gaze forward, please. Step through to a seat. Legs come forward. Staff pose. Sit up straight, shoulders back. Connect the pinky fingers and the thumbs. Open the petals of this lotus. And then reach up and grab for your dharma, which is your path. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, a seated forward bend. Reaching for the ankles or the lateral edges of both feet. Or take the peace fingers to the big toes, flexing you forward. Bringing awareness back to the core engagement. The tighter you can squeeze the core, the more engagement you're going to get in your forward bends. And then when you're ready, you can carefully disengage. Let's go ahead and take the wide-legged version of this evening. Support the heels, keep the heels flexed, and we're creating, again, not more than a 90-degree angle with the legs from the middle column. Squeeze the center, keep that core active always. And then just using gravity, hinge forward. Never forcing into anything. Option to traction the fingertips forward for a little bit of tension, or take the peace fingers to the big toes and flex yourself forward. But remember, my friends, that the comfort zone is not static. It is not stationary. The comfort zone is only expanding. The comfort zone is only shrinking. If you build it, he will come. That translates into yoga to there are no guarantees in life, but if you practice asanas each day, you will become longer. You will become stronger. And when you're ready, carefully disengage. Let's draw the left sole of the foot into the right thigh crease, setting up for head to knee pose. Again, even transitioning, we're minding the base here. And then reach up, breathe in, and then turn, pivot, and fold over the right leg, head to knee, reaching for the lateral edges of both feet. Option to bend the knee as generously as you need to make forehead to knee contact. There is an intermediate option. I'll cue for it, but again, friends, it's not Simon Says. You take the left palm to the lateral edge of the right foot as you drape the right forearm to the inside of the right ankle and tilt the gaze beneath the left tricep. Two more breaths. And then when you're ready, carefully release the mind. And let's switch out the legs. Left leg extends 45 degrees away from the center. Right sole of the foot into the left thigh crease. Sit up straight, reach up. Breathe in, turn, pivot, and dive. Intermediate takes the right palm to the outside lateral edge of the left foot. Drape the left forearm to the inside of the left ankle and turn the gaze beneath the right tricep. Two more breaths. And when you're ready, carefully disengage. And let's go ahead and draw both soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana, which is butterfly. Reaching for the pinky edges of both feet, draw the heels toward the root, sit up straight. That core better be engaged. Or you can shrug the shoulders and lean forward, pressing the elbows into the calves. And then from here, draw the knees back and let's extend the legs forward. Over the palms, and we're going to carefully, very slowly make our way onto the shoulder blades. Bend the knees, walk the heels towards you. Longest finger reaches the heels, knees hip width distance apart, setting up for bridge. Setu Bandhasana, first by exhaling any remaining wind from the lungs. Then inhale to extend the hips upward, pressing the palms into the mat, chin away from the chest. Or option to take the bind, interlacing the fingers, extending the fist, tucking in one shoulder. And then it's opposite, the rising and sinking of the belly breath. And if you still have the bind, be kind, rewind, and soften the spine. All right, friends, we can practice bridge again if you want more bridge, or if you're ready for relaxation, draw the soles of the feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana, which is reclined butterfly. Draw the heels toward the root, left hand heart, right hand belly, just chill. Or if you still have some energy that you just have to unleash upon the world, we can practice wheel. I'll cue for wheel, or practice bridge, or chill. So wheel goes like this, both feet forward, just like bridge. And then you take the palms and plant them beside each ear. Elbows come up shoulder width distance apart. Now before we lift off, keep in mind to avoid going heels in, toes out after the lift off. It is the most common misalignment that's observable as an instructor to the underinitiated. All right, exhale first, and then extend the hips up, and then lift the crown. Option to reconnect the top of the crown, or extend the arms completely and the hips upward for wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Breathe evenly. And then when you're ready to come back down, carefully tuck the chin and lower the spine and shoulders carefully, one vertebra at a time. I don't want to come back down from this cloud. All right, from here, let's draw the knees into the heart and give yourself a firm squeeze for all of the order, all of the logos, reaching across the shins for opposite elbows like a tiny little package. Point the toes or even tuck the chin. If you want to take happy baby, reach between the knees for the lateral edges of both feet with soles upward facing, body sinking, surrendering, dissipating, disappearing into the mat, into that long forgotten space free of all care. Like a tide receding away from the sand back into the Mediterranean from where it came. This is the final posture for this exercise. If there's something I didn't think of, maybe shoulder stand or plow, go for it here. Otherwise, when you are ready, you may fan and expand, open into your final relaxation, extending the arms and legs the length of the mat, heels to the corners. Allow the toes to fall. Leave the palms open to receive, keeping the shoulders grounded so that the heart stays elevated. This is your corpse pose. Shavasana. Then as we complete the cycle for our practice, it begins again with this next inhale, the first inhale into the new Nowosphere, the space where life is only ever lived. Send us awareness throughout the body, energetic. Let this light illuminate the heart space as it outflows, then inflows, passing through the throat chakra. Send us awareness into the third eye, into the pineal gland, the seat of intuition. Then reanimate by extending the palms beyond the crown. Point the toes, lengthen. Long good morning stretch. And then from here, bending into both knees, align with the palms, and then roll over to the left side body, placing the palm by the brow. And then from here, pressing back up to an easy seat as we conclude this practice the same way we began. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and for the gift of your presence. Thank yourselves for stepping into radical action on this destinationless journey to become the greatest of all time at all things that only you can be, the kindest, wisest, most patient, most forgiving. There is no vibration that exceeds God's grace, longest, strongest version of yourself. Take this energy into the rest of your day. Thank you, friends, for sharing Exhale and these videos with your friends. My name is Daniel. Good karma. Namaste.